Well, it is lovely to come all the way back. Following year to the Advanced Dynamics team, I'm joined by Tom, who, different suit to last year.
Different suit, this one fits. Sadly, the other one I've had to retire off for a few days, yeah.
Now, I have to say, before we talk business at all, when I arrived at this stand, I was like, Tom, I remember you from last year and your suit in particular. It was a lovely sort of checked pattern, really stood out. Loads of people were talking about it.
It's a tailored suit, that one. It is. It's a shame, actually, that I didn't have it on today. It would have looked a bit weird, though, because it's a suit that makes me memorable, though, not my face, that's the thing. And it's always good to have something, though.
So you need a new outfit for a new interview. Anyway, right, back to business. It is great to see you again, and so lovely to have you back here at PPMA. Let's talk a bit about Advanced Dynamics and what exactly it is that you do.
Yeah, so we're a specialist provider of filling, capping and labelling systems. We do a lot of ancillary equipment, sort of upstream equipment like bottle rinsers and air rinsing systems and depalletizers, right the way through to the end of line things like carton erect and loading systems and palletizers. So really it's a bit of an old phrase, but it's like turnkey solutions from end to end. So anything to do with filling, capping, labelling or bottling of sort of liquid into bottles is what we specialise in.
Fantastic. And how has the year been? Obviously last year we saw some of the machines you brought down. I know there's still some of them here today. We're going to look at something new in a moment, but how has the last 12 months been?
It's been, I tell you what, if anyone said they've been flying, I think they'd be lying. It's been a strange 12 months. I think it's, if you look back over the last sort of 10 years of trading history and you try and find some sort of, I don't know, pattern or whatever, this last 12 months has just been pretty much unforecastable and unpredictable, I think is a good way of putting it. So we're still here and everything's it's gone well, but it has been peaks and troughs and a lot of unpredictability. But this show has been a very good one. The last couple of days have been good. And hopefully, who knows, if government pull, I'm not going to go political, but if government pull the finger out, you never know. We might actually, private sector might do all right.
We are, I'm just getting voices in my ear, not talking about politics today, okay. No, of course, and I think you are right. I think it has been an interesting 12 months, but hopefully, new PPMA show can be the start of a better 12 months.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, let's look at this wonderful machine behind me, because I know it looks quite similar to something we had last year, but it isn't. So what have we got going on?
So that's right. So last year we had an 8-head sort of linear inline filling system. It was an 8-head volumetric piston filler, and then we had a rotary capping system. So this year we're doing something a bit different. It's a similar chassis, so it looks more or less the same, but the internals are completely different. So this is what's called a monoblock sort of filling and capping system. So inside this one unit, you've got a filling station, a capping station, and then a cap tightening station. So what happens in there, in theory, is a bottle will enter empty, and it leaves full, capped, tightened, and ready for labelling.
I mean, so all done by the time it reaches the other end?
That's exactly right, yeah.
And by a push of a button?
That's it. I mean, I can do that.
Let's have a look.
It's dry cycling, so we're cheating a little bit, but...
I mean, I think that's okay for a demo at a show. Brilliant. Okay, so talk us through sort of the different areas.
Yeah, so the first station you'll see there on the left-hand side with the two nozzles, that's the filling station. And it's actually a pre-sold machine that's going into a company who do e-liquids. So what happens is, the first station's doing a 50ml dose, and then the bottle then transfers to the second station, which does the second 50ml dose, which gives 100ml inside a bottle. Then it's placing the caps on. So at the back of the machine, you've got a cap sorting bowl that brings the caps into the machine the right way up and feeds them in at a nice steady rate. They're then plunged onto the top of the bottle, and then it comes through there to the single cap tightening head, which is designed to come down and do the final torque of the cap.
Yeah, simple as that.
As simple as that, yeah. Simple, effective, 30 bottles a minute I think it's running at, so if they're making £1 a bottle, it's making decent money every minute, isn't it?
That's all right, isn't it? I'd take that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So why then is it important that you are back here at PPMA and you've decided to bring down this machine and your whole team sitting over there working hard back to the show this year?
There's something about the PPMA. I mean, I'm not an old man, believe it or not, but I've been doing this now. This is probably my 12th, 13th year at PPMA. We sort of made a decision a while ago to only do this one and to do it big and to put on a big stand. But I love it. I love exhibitions. I love speaking with people. I've always been a salesman at heart. I've always come from a sales background. And if you don't enjoy being on a stand, interacting with people, where they're coming over to you and they're talking to you about, interested in what you do, starting new relationships that you could then have for the next decade. This could spend millions of pounds with it, could start at this show. So yes, in a nutshell, I love it. I absolutely love it here.
And have you been seeing some of your existing customers here as well, or has it all been new leads?
It's a good mixture. It's a good mixture, to be honest. We've had some existing customers that we've known for years who've come on, all the sort of familiar faces. Sometimes not to buy anything, just to touch base and to say hi, In terms of split, I think it's probably 80% new this time round, which is good. And who knows, you can have the best lead ever and think, oh my God, it's definitely an order that turns into nothing. And the one that you weren't sure about is the one that ends up being the big one. But new faces, old faces, and other suppliers too. I mean, I think there is one thing in packaging where it is like there's a lot of camaraderie. There's not really competition directly as such. Of course, there are competitors, but we're all faces. We all get on. We all have a pint afterwards together. It's good. Yeah.
In which case, I'm sure that will be happening this evening.
Always. That's a definite. That is a definite yes.
Now we know the real reason for being here. Amazing. Tom, thank you so much for chatting. It's been lovely to see you again. And, well, yeah, maybe see you in the pub later.
If you're there, then yes, you definitely will. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks.